What's up, guys? It's Jason Cassidy with the Cassity Team, here to answer the question, what are contingencies? For the sake of this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 most common contingencies that a home buyer will see on their purchase. And then at the very end, I'll talk about some of the other smaller ones that you may see from time to time. So first and probably most important contingency is the home inspection contingency. What that is it allows the home buyer to actually go kick the tires of the house, do a home inspection, wood destroying pest inspection, have the roof inspected, electrical, all the systems of the house taken a look at to make sure that it is a good house. And so if they find anything during that inspection contingency phase that they don't like, or it's going to cost too much to repair, they can actually back out of the escrow and keep their earnest money deposit, which is a small deposit that they put into escrow at the beginning of the process. Really important to make sure that you do hire a general home inspector to come, we always call it kick the tires of the house, but make sure that the house is in good working order. Even on new construction, you want your own unbiased inspector to be taking a look at the house. Don't just rely on the disclosures that the sellers give you. The second contingency I want to talk about is the appraisal contingency. Now this kind of works hand in hand with the third contingency, which is the loan contingency, but what the appraisal contingency does is it protects the buyer from overpaying for a house. So hypothetically, if you're buying a house for $500,000, and you're obtaining a loan on it, you actually need the house to appraise for $500,000 from an unbiased third party, an appraiser, in order to get the loan, or else the bank won't lend you that amount of money. So if the appraiser comes in and they take a look at some of the comps in the area and they say, you know what, this house is only worth $480,000, the bank can't write the loan for that amount, therefore you now have the opportunity to back out of the sale and keep your earnest money deposit. The third contingency that we want to talk about is the loan contingency. And so I touched on it a little bit there. It works hand in hand with the appraisal, but the loan is a little bit more robust because what it is the lender is going through the mortgage process. They're collecting your tax returns, your W-2s, 1099, whatever your income is, taking a look at your entire financial picture, and they're seeing if you can actually afford this house. So if you've already gotten pre-approved heading into the house, you're looking really good. But if you hadn't and you just jump into it, you write the offer, and then you find out that you can't get this loan, you don't make enough money, you've got some stuff in your credit report, whatever it is, you can back out of the deal and retain your earnest money deposit because of the loan contingency. So those are the 3 biggest contingencies that most home buyers will have when they go to write their offer. It's inadvisable. You can waive any of those contingencies and go into it without them on. It just becomes much more risky for you as the home buyer, because what if you uncover something and you want to back out? Now your earnest money isn't protected. Some of the smaller contingencies that you might run into as well would be the contingency of the sale of your property. Say you're buying a house, but you have to sell your house first. It weakens your offer a little bit because you're kind of going into the process and saying, hey, I'd love to buy your house, but I need a favor first. Please wait 30, 60, 90 days for me to sell mine. But at the same time, if you don't want to be homeless and you want to make sure that your house is, sells first before, because you need it, the funds from it. Another contingency that you might run into would be a contingency for a suitable, for the seller to find a suitable replacement property. So say you go and you find a beautiful house and you write an offer on it, well then they counter back and say, hey, we're going to keep a contingency on because we need to go find a house to move into. So that may run into a seller contingency that you might see, as well as some small other ones. If you're in a condo, you'll have a contingency to review the HOA docs and things like that. So always keep an eye out for those smaller ones. So anyways, those are contingencies. I touched on the 3 biggest ones as well as some of the other smaller ones. My name is Jason Cassidy. If you have any other questions about the real estate process, please reach out to me or a member of my team. We would love to help you out.